Hey guys, Double here. Welcome back to Pokemon SoulSilver. In the last part, we went over we got Pokeballs, and that reminds me, I forgot to buy some. We got Pokeballs and went over pretty much every Pokemon, and there's a lot of Pokemon, and there's a new person here too. There's a lot of Pokemon because sort of every early game Pokemon is introduced here, and fine. I'd just, if you're gonna buy Pokeballs, buy 10 at a time. Because as you get a Premier Ball, which is basically just a Pokeball, but it's free, so what do you sell? Probably mail. Oh, and a Heal Ball. Heal Balls are kind of helpful at this point in the game. Basically, if you catch a Pokemon in a Heal Ball, it will heal it to full HP. The problem is if you have 6 Pokemon, it will go. Any Pokemon you catch afterwards will go straight to the PC, and while they're in the and if they enter the PC, they're automatically fully restored, so it's kinda sorta not really recommended once you catch 6 Pokemon. Also, something I'd just like to mention, the artwork that shows my team, that will only be used, or that will only update Pokemon that I'm actually using, which is why Admiral the Sentry's not there. And here's our first trainer battle with probably one of the most popular trainers in Johto, Youngster Joey. Actually, one of the most popular trainers overall, and for some reason they keep bringing him back. Like, I think every game has a Youngster Joey now. And it's kind of funny, and none of them, even if it's possible, none of them ever use Rattata. Which I always like. I like when they don't allow the Johto fanboys, that thing. And sure. Also, something else that's in Heart Gold and Soul Silver that's not in Crystal relating to this, you can ignore calls if you want. Yeah. Every time there's ever been a phone, actually, you don't have the choice to ignore the call. You can't move once it starts ringing. You have to push A. Which is kind of awkward and stuff. But in this game, you can ignore the call if you want. And I'll probably ignore quite a few of them. So, every once in a while I might answer just to be a cool person. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. And there we go. And if you didn't go back to your mom, what do you have to say? Oh. If you didn't go back to your mom, I believe she'll call you right up here, and I'll just cut this battle in. And hashtag graphical glitches! Yay! And Bugcatcher Dawn! I actually know someone named Dawn in real life. It's a girl though. Probably short for Donna. And I think Dawn when it's a guy is short for Donald. I don't know. I don't really think about people's names. Really? Well, nicknames, short names, I don't know. Also, something I'd just like to mention, since the sidebar mentions all the Pokemon, I'm only gonna bring up when it's a new Pokemon. So, that's just because there's some areas like Route 31 with basically the exact same Pokemon as Route 30, which is quite a few, plus one more. That one more is Bellsprout. Bellsprout is a... I like Bellsprout and his evolutions. In fact, I'd probably use one. The only problem is getting the elemental stones, which Bellsprout requires to evolve, is really freaking annoying in this game. So, Bellsprout's kinda cool, but that's a problem. If you're playing Leaf Green, X and Y, and I think that's all he's in besides this game, then yes, I'd say use one because they are kind of actually pretty good, but the fact that leaf stones are so hard to find in this game is poopy. Anyway, this is Dark Cave. Flash will be available to us later, and here's the first new Pokemon, Zubat. Zubat is a poison flying Pokemon, constantly referred to as like an annoying, stupid, weak Pokemon. Which Zubat is. Zubat's an annoying, stupid, weak Pokemon. However, once you evolve it to a Crobat, Crobat is pretty good. And this is somewhat related to what I mentioned earlier about Pokemon technically evolving by walking beside you. That is because Pokemon will evolve while walking beside you if they evolve by happiness, which is a trait Crobat exhibits. I will be using a Crobat on my team. And I don't have a nickname for it either. I was going to nickname it Dracula, but I've already done that twice. So, yeah. This might not be the actual Zubat I used either. I'm still deciding if I want to give it an egg move or not. So, I'm glad it's a female. And the other new Pokemon, which I'm probably not going to be able to discuss while battling, is Dunsparce. Dunsparce has a 1% chance of appearing here. And honestly... oh yeah, Leech Life is all it has at level 2. Honestly, Dunsparce is a pretty meh Pokemon. I think it's still pure normal, even with the Fairy type introduced. And I don't know, like, it desperately does need to evolve. Like, it's okay for this point of the game, but it just sucks later. It's sort of same with Throw and Sock from Gen 5. They're really good Pokemon for the point you catch them at. However, at least in Black 1 and White 1, they're not that good in Black 2 and White 2. But because they don't evolve, they aren't that good. Which I'm sad to say. So, if Dunsparce got an evolution, or even a stat boost, or something, he didn't even get a Mega Evolution. But if he got something, I think he'd be a lot better. But at this point, especially a 1% chance, I've tried using Dunsparce before, and I don't know if it's a coincidence or what, but I've never actually beat a Pokemon game with Dunsparce on my team. I just sort of give up. And I think there's a potion over here or something. Guess not. Oh, it was probably on that ledge. God damn it. Well, I'm not walking around for a potion. But yeah, that's about it for Dunsparce. The other Pokemon, if you are too lazy to look, is Geodude. And yes, I know the sidebar does give Pokemon you can get via other means. I'm just not going to mention them or talk about them, because I'm not going to talk about Pokemon until it's actually possible to catch. So, and I'm pretty sure most Pokemon it's possible to catch here with special things. It's possible to get later with those special things. I don't think there's actually any Pokemon only in the early game like that, so don't worry. And I'll be right back, just gonna check Zubat, see if there's anything I actually want. Okay, so there is a move that would be somewhat interesting to get on it. The problem is, well, I'll just say Zen Headbutt. I'd kind of like Zen Headbutt, but it's only got by breeding with Hoot Hoot and Noctowl, and they learn it at 33 and 37. So, yeah, that won't be for quite a while, and I would like a Pokemon that I can use at this point in the game. And unfortunately, even with or even now, Zubat's kind of hard to use at this point in the game, so I think once I end the video, I might train it up a bit. Since I believe it's level 9, it learns Bite. Might be Wing Attack, actually. I can't remember Zubat's level up set that well. And it's weird, Zubat's actually a Pokemon I use quite often, but I can't just have trouble remembering its moveset. Also, something you might be noticing that I'm using, switch training. Basically, if a Pokemon is in a battle, even if it does absolutely nothing, it will get a percentage of the experience, split with all the other Pokemon that were in battle. Yeah, so that's just an easy way to train up your Pokemon that can't actually do anything. We'll be getting an easier way much later. In fact, I think this game, besides maybe Fire Red Leaf Green, in which it's like the only time I think it's actually optional. Well, this game it's optional too, but actually I think it's almost always optional. I think it only stopped being, or it only, okay, it's required in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and X and Y, and I think that's it. Oh crap, wrong move. But anyway, the move that this is the latest point it's ever gotten. Besides maybe Pokemon hacks or something, I don't know. It's right before the 7th gym, if you want an accurate thing. Which, technically, you could use the 7th gym as the 5th gym, which I'll be getting into why it's a stupid idea and why they should have stopped that in the remakes, at least. But whatever. And I'll just cut the rest of this battle out. And graphical glitches. He only had one Pokemon left by the point I was done. But whatever. So basically, whenever you see these, by the way, that's when the game would have crashed if I wasn't using a patch. I knew it was you, Connor. How did you get past me? Here's something neat for surprising me, Connor. If you knew it was me, then how did I shut up. The Versus Recorder can record your Pokemon battles. I have to go now. I won't let you pass me again. Now, that's kind of misleading, because it's only battles done with friends, either via Wi-Fi, which won't be available for much longer in this game, actually, or in local wireless. Yeah. Or the Battle Frontier, which I'll be getting into much later. Hold on. I have something to do quickly. Okay, so talk to this guy, and there'll be a link for the site I used in the description. Except pretty much everyone knows what Phil is by now. So this is Primo. And I believe if you know what the Teachy TV is in Fire Red Leaf Green, he's the host. So, what I want to do is go to ABC mode and Magic Guard. Snow Warning. Those are actually both abilities, so I probably could have just gone there. Snow Warning. Confirm. Yes. And a door, and I believe all these phrases you can get for at least the 3 Undoing song are unlocked from the start. You're no ordinary fan knowing such a thing. You are a trainer, right? I'll pull some strings for you. I think I can swing a deal and give you this egg. You take good care of it. Yay! And next one is Dragon Swift Swim. I don't think any dragon types actually get Swift Swim, which is kind of Weird that I brought it up. Not weird that they don't get it. Why am I looking in the T's for Swift Swim? You never thought of Dragon Swift Swim. Oh, I love the next one for how do you describe me. And not D, C, challenge, and beauty. And this will get us another egg. Oh, one of the... Basically, you can get eggs and wallpaper by using this. One of the wallpapers is attack myself. No guard electric attack myself. This is different for everyone, by the way, so if you're playing along, don't try entering these codes. They won't work for you. Well, they might. It depends on your trainer ID. Why is level 100 and level 50 a thing? So this is how I'm choosing to describe him. Loss today. Is that how you feel about me? I never thought of it that way before. And I didn't get to read what he wants us to describe now. But I'm gonna answer Arena Trap. And... where are you? I passed you. Solid Rock. And this egg I just got here is actually the only useful one of the three. Which you'll see why in a bit. Whoops. So, I now have 6 Pokemon filled, so heal balls will now be useless. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.